Thanks to Casper for sponsoring this update. You spend a third of your life in your bed, so you deserve a good mattress. Casper delivers right to your door and will give you $50 towards select mattress purchases when you visit casper.com/theknow and use promo code THEKNOW at checkout. Welcome to The Know, I'm Brian. As promised, we got a first look at gameplay from the upcoming shooter Rage 2. Looks pretty sweet. The game's official account tweeted out a short clip, but it is chock full of post-apocalyptic goodness. As the trailer makes clear, it's a first-person shooter with some vehicle driving thrown in. Overall, it's got a really colorful Mad Max vibe to it. The trailer also says that the game's going to be open world, and a narrator gives us a little bit of taste of the game's backstory, saying,
"When the asteroid hit, billions were gone in the blink of an eye. Tribes rose up, alliances were formed, territory was conquered, and there was no one alive to tell you no."
So there you go. The sequel, it's following up the 2011 game, Rage. It's being developed, though, by Avalanche Studios instead of id this time around. Due out next year. We'll see what happens. It looks pretty cool, though. Could Kingdom Hearts 3 finally be revealed this week? The wait might be over. One site is reporting that they'll be getting a hands-on look at the long-awaited game at an event this Friday. The site Kingdom Hearts Insider tweeted that the embargo for the Kingdom Hearts 3 Invitation Premiere event lifts on Friday, May 18th at 6 a.m. Pacific. And they added that they'll have exclusive hands-on impressions later that day. Sounds cool. Maybe they're getting a demo. Maybe they're just getting a little time with the game. But it's yet another sign that the long wait might finally be over for us Kingdom Hearts fans. We've waited, 12 years, 13 years for this? It's felt like forever. I used to be a child when this game was out. Square Enix has said that it's due out this year. Still no release date. Cross your fingers, maybe we'll hear more Friday. It looks like Microsoft is working on a new controller that's designed to help players with accessibility needs. We saw a leaked image of the unique controller on Windows Central, and its most prominent feature are two oversized A and B buttons. Looks like they might be programmable. There are also a number of inputs along the top of the controller, which might also be programmable or maybe used to plug other devices into the controller. It also looks like it's got a USB port and a 3.5mm audio jack on the left side. Definitely a cool move. Windows Central thinks that it could be revealed sometime between now and E3. It kind of makes sense that Microsoft would be doing this. They've got an impressive history of championing accessibility and inclusivity causes. Earlier this year, Microsoft was awarded by the American Foundation for the Blind for its work to make technology more accessible for everyone. Definitely a cool move. Would like to see others do this too. God of War, it continues to crush some skulls on the UK chart. It's now been the top-selling game for 4 straight weeks. The action game that takes Kratos to the realm of Norse mythology continues to kill it. We'll see if Detroit Become Human can dethrone it in a few weeks when it releases on May 25th. But so far, it's all God of War all the time. Coming in at second place was Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, followed by Far Cry 5. Oh, and if you're wondering, all-time champ in the UK is The Last of Us, way back on the PS3. It claimed the top spot for 6 weeks, so God of War, just 2 more weeks to go. Is Retro Studio working on a Star Fox game? That is the rumor going around after some leaked images surfaced on Reddit and elsewhere. Here's the twist. It's supposedly a racing game. According to the rumor, the game is a mix between Diddy Kong Racing mixed with F-Zero, but the game plays more like F-Zero. The leaker also said that the game's gonna have an adventure mode of some kind, similar to Diddy Kong Racing, along with boss fights and a hub world. That rumor was then confirmed kind of by a poster on 4chan who posted some images of a logo that said Star Fox Grand Prix. Now, obviously, we don't have confirmation by Nintendo or Retro yet. Certainly interesting, though, and given Retro's reputation of making great stuff like Metroid Prime and the Donkey Kong Country games, at least the newer ones, definitely worth paying attention to. Oh, Retro's in Austin, too. I should just go ask them. And they would be like, get the fuck out of our offices. Even though the PS Vita has been ignored by pretty much everybody, Sony hadn't paid a lot of attention to it over the last couple years, That doesn't mean, though, that there aren't still games coming out for it. Yeah, we got some good news, Vita fans. I'm one of them. Stardew Valley's coming to it. Yeah, everybody's favorite farming simulator coming to the handheld later this month. The game's creator, Eric Concerned Ape Barone, made the announcement in a blog post saying it's one of the most common questions he gets asked. He wrote, Stardew Valley on the go is a lot of fun, so I'm very excited to bring it to a great portable console like the PS Vita. That's really true. That's going to look great on the Vita screen. Stardew Valley, it's going to be available on the PlayStation Store on May 22nd for $15, but it's cross-buy, so if you bought it for the PlayStation 4, you can download it for free. That's pretty awesome. The latest raid lair for Destiny 2 just launched a few days ago, and it's reportedly one of the hardest in the game's history, but a group of the game's best players managed to take it down in under 7 hours. The Spire of Stars, part of the new Warmind DLC, and Destiny pros, they're calling it one of the toughest, with a final boss that sports a power level of 380. It's a pretty good power level. The honor of beating it first went to none other than Clan Redeemed. They're awesome. You might remember they were the first to beat the Prestige version of the Leviathan raid last year. They were also the first to beat the Wrath of the Machines raid in 2016 in the original Destiny. Destiny 2 developer Vicarious Visions even shouted the clan out with a video of the devs watching them pull off the impressive feat. Nice work, all of you guys. That was awesome. It's a new day, so that means Netflix has announced a new streaming series. This time it's a horror anthology spearheaded by Guillermo del Toro, called, appropriately enough, Guillermo del Toro Presents 10 After Midnight. So expect things to get creepy real fast. The newly Oscar-winning director will personally curate the stories and filmmakers for each episode in Netflix's first horror anthology series. This marks Del Toro's second major collaboration with Netflix, his first being the kid-friendly Troll Hunter series, just about to enter its third and final season. Speaking of big streaming series, Warner Brothers' upcoming streaming platform DC Universe is adding yet another comics title to its original programming. They've already announced the Swamp Things and Titans, and now they've also revealed they're going into production on a live-action series adaptation of Doom Patrol. The story follows a superhero team. Unlike most others, the events that gave these particular heroes their powers also damaged them, both mentally and physically. Unlikely misfits such as Negative Man, Elastigirl, and Robot Man are some of the team members. Supernatural's Jeremy Carville will write the series. It's expected to be ready to show next year when the All DC All the Time streaming service launches. Some sad news. Comic book movies lost one of its pioneers yesterday. Margot Kidder passed away at the age of 69. The plucky Canadian made a career out of her unique ability to play both goofy and sincere roles. That was a combination that landed her the gig of the famous reporter Lois Lane in Richard Donner's Superman movie. She also played Lois Lane in a lot of the sequels as well. Kidder had a strange and varied career. She played murderous twins in Brian De Palma's sister, a terrified new homecomer in the first Amityville Horror, and a sorority house victim in the original slasher film Black Christmas, which influenced John Carpenter's Halloween and kicked off its own horror subgenre. Despite her genre roots, she became best known for her sweet side and forever became the Lois Lane, who would be the gold standard of all who followed. Rest in peace, Margot. Definitely be missed. She was unbelievable. Finally, looks like more bad news for Facebook. The data of about 3 million users who use the popular My Personality app was left exposed online for anybody to access for years. Man, Facebook, y'all gotta get it together. According to an investigation from New Scientist magazine, academics from the University of Cambridge distributed the data from the quiz to hundreds of researchers, but the website they used to do so had insufficient security provisions. That means that getting access to all the data was relatively easy, and the data was apparently exposed for 4 whole years. Yeah, and needless to say, it was pretty sensitive data It contained lots of personal details about Facebook users. So yeah, just another big data breach. Facebook suspended the app last month, but obviously the damage was already done. The UK data watchdog agency, the Information Commissioner's Office, says it's investigating the leak. That's all the news we got for right now. Let us know what you think about all these stories in the comments. I'll read them. I patrol the comment section. I see what y'all are saying. And for all your news on every corner of the internet, be sure to like this video. If you're new around here, subscribe to the Know. Shout out to Casper for sponsoring this update. Optimistically, we spend a third of our lives in bed, so it makes sense to get a mattress that helps you get the best sleep. The original Casper mattress combines multiple supportive memory foams for a quality sleep surface with just the right sink and just the right bounce. Its breathable design helps you sleep cool and regulate your body temperature through the night. Buying one, super easy. You can order online. It's delivered right to your door in a compact box. No strapping anything to the back of your car and hoping it makes it all the way home. Casper offers free shipping and free returns to the US and Canada, and to help you rest easy, they offer a risk-free 100-day trial so you can decide if it's working for you. Get $50 towards select mattress purchases by visiting casper.com/theknow and use promo code THEKNOW at checkout.